Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy this story. I'm going to try and upload a new story each day. The Shrouded Scrolls. Once upon a chilling autumn evening, in a remote village of Dunhaven, lived a reclusive scholar named Professor Eamon Harlow. He was known for his insatiable curiosity about the mysteries of the past, and his obscure studies led him to the dusty corners of the world, searching for forgotten knowledge. His latest endeavor took him deep into the heart of the ancient Blackwood forest, where he stumbled upon a decaying library concealed within the ruins of an abandoned monastery. Among the decaying shelves, Professor Harlow uncovered a hidden compartment that contained a collection of scrolls adorned with strange symbols. The air seemed to shiver as he cautiously unrolled the first scroll, revealing the cryptic text written in a language unknown to modern scholars. Undeterred by the enigma, Professor Harlow dedicated himself to deciphering the forgotten script. As he meticulously translated the words, the atmosphere within his study grew heavy with an otherworldly presence. Unbeknownst to him, the ancient scrolls held a dark secret, a power that had long been dormant but hungered for release. With each passing moment, the scholarly incantations breathed life into ethereal entities that had slumbered for centuries. One night, when the moon hung low in the ink-black sky, Professor Harlow completed the translation of the final scroll. The room quivered with an ominous energy, and the shadows twisted into grotesque forms that danced along the walls. Unseen whispers echoed through the air, chilling his very soul. Suddenly, the room plunged into darkness, and a cold wind swept through the study. The scholar's trembling hands fumbled for the lantern, but before he could illuminate the room, a ghostly figure emerged from the inky blackness. The spirit, clad in tattered robes, spoke in a language that resonated deep within Professor Harlow's bones. The spirits, spurned by the Shrouded Scrolls, sought revenge for their long-forgotten imprisonment. They materialized as wraith-like figures, haunting every corner of the professor's home. His once solitary study became a spectral battleground, with the ancient entities vying for control over the living realm. Tormented by the consequences of his linguistic pursuits, Professor Harlow sought the aid of an occultist in the neighboring town. Together, they embarked on a perilous journey to uncover the ritual that could bind the spirits once more. As they delved into forbidden knowledge and faced malevolent apparitions, the scholar realized that the only way to undo the curse was to sacrifice the very thing he held dear, the knowledge he had unearthed. In a climactic confrontation, Professor Harlow stood before the spirits, offering the scrolls as a conduit for their return to the netherworld. The room trembled as the incantation echoed through the air, and the spirits reluctantly retreated into the confines of the ancient parchment. The scholar, now burdened with the weight of forbidden knowledge, sealed the scrolls away in a hidden chamber, vowing never to let their secrets resurface. The once quiet village of Dunhaven was left with an unsettling stillness as Professor Harlow, haunted by the horrors he had unleashed, disappeared into the shadows, forever burdened by the Shrouded Scrolls and the spectres that lurked within the forgotten words of the past. The Blackwood forest, forever changed by the events that transpired, whispered of the scholar who dared to unravel the mysteries that were meant to remain buried in the annals of time. Years passed, and the tale of Professor Eamon Harlow and the Shrouded Scrolls became a haunting legend, whispered around campfires on stormy nights. The village of Dunhaven, though having recovered from the spectral turmoil, retained an air of unease. Locals avoided the Blackwood forest, believing it to be cursed, and the ruins of the monastery stood as a solemn reminder of the darkness that had once been unleashed. However, the forbidden knowledge within the scrolls continued to call out, its influence stretching beyond the secluded village. Rumors spread of an ancient text that held the key to unimaginable power. Occultists, thrill-seekers, and those hungry for forbidden knowledge embarked on pilgrimages to Dunhaven, drawn by the allure of the Shrouded Scrolls. Among those who sought the scrolls was Evelyn Hartwell, a linguist known for her expertise in deciphering forgotten languages. Driven by relentless pursuit of knowledge, she arrived in Dunhaven with the determination to uncover the secrets hidden within the scrolls. The villagers, aware of the potential consequences, tried to dissuade her, but Evelyn pressed on, undeterred by the ominous warnings. Evelyn gained access to Professor Harlow's secluded study, where the cursed scrolls lay dormant. As she began to unravel the ancient text, the spirits, long confined, stirred with an unsettling eagerness. Shadows deepened, and the air grew thick with a spectral energy. The once forgotten whispers returned, echoing through the haunted corridors of the study. Unbeknownst to Evelyn, her scholarly pursuits had rekindled the malevolent forces sealed within the scrolls. The spirits, hungry for revenge and release, manifested with a renewed vigor. Spectral apparitions roamed the village, their ethereal wails echoing through the night. The forest, once again, became a dark realm where the boundary between the living and the dead blurred. As Evelyn delved deeper into the translations, she began to experience vivid nightmares and hallucinations. Faces of tormented spirits appeared in the mirrors, and ghostly hands reached out from the shadows. The once clear line between reality and the supernatural began to blur, and Evelyn found herself entangled in a web of terror spun by the very words she sought to decipher. Desperation gripped the village as the spectral unrest intensified. The villagers, remembering the horrors of the past, sought out the aid of those who had once dealt with the malevolent forces the occultist who had helped Professor Harlow. Together, they raced against time to find a way to contain the unleashed spirits and seal the Shrouded Scrolls once more. In a climactic confrontation within the decaying ruins of the monastery, Evelyn faced the vengeful spirits. The air crackled with arcane energy as she recited an incantation meant to pacify the spectral entities. The villagers, armed with ancient charms and protective wards, stood in a desperate alliance against the encroaching darkness. The battle between the living and the dead reached a fever pitch, with shadows and ethereal forms colliding in a spectral storm. In a moment of sheer determination, Evelyn sacrificed her connection to the forbidden knowledge, willingly severing the bond with the Shrouded Scrolls. The spirits, denied their vessel, recoiled, their anguished wails echoing through the night. As the spectral energies subsided, the ruins fell into an eerie silence. The Shrouded Scrolls, now devoid of their dark power, crumbled into dust, scattering into the wind. Evelyn, marked by the ordeal, left Dunhaven, never to speak of the ancient texts again. The village, scarred by 2 harrowing encounters with forbidden knowledge, embraced a newfound sense of caution. The Blackwood Forest, though still mysterious and foreboding, returned to a semblance of normalcy. Yet the legend of the Shrouded Scrolls persisted, serving as a somber reminder that some secrets were better left undisturbed, their echoes lingering in the whispers of the wind and the shadows of the ancient ruins. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please don't forget to like, and even better, like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great day.